share anything that I can remember because I loved every minute of it here.
You started with the department back in 1952, and you stayed with the department for 35 years.
Yeah.
Were you the chief secretary that entire 35 years? Wow. So
I was secretary to the chief and the deputy chief and the police commission.
Now, you served under 4 different chiefs, correct?
Anthony Paul, George Martin for a few years, then Ernest Fergerstrom, who was captain in Hamakua, and then Guy Paul, Anthony Paul's son.
Wow. The police station was over on Kalakaua Street, yeah?
Yeah. Was the chief, the deputy chief, and a bathroom plaza, okay? And then records bureau, and across the hallway was the patrol division, the captain, and then a hallway that went upstairs. License bureau was upstairs, and detectives were behind, downstairs, yeah. Detective division, and then traffic bureau was here.
It must have been interesting to serve under so many different chiefs.
Oh yes, and like I said, I loved every minute of it. They're all different, and then I managed being secretary to both the chief and the deputy chief, and then to the police commission who met once a month. So I did all of that.
What stands out to you about each of those chiefs? Because I would imagine there are 4 different personalities, yeah?
Oh yeah. Anthony Paul was highly respected by the men, but he was kind of aloof, like, and not really in with them. Not like Fergerstrom. Fergerstrom was one of the boys. Ferguson was one of the boys. George Martin was pretty much up there too, But Ferguson was one of the boys. And with Ferguson, they were all told to report to the chief if anyone from the department was taken ill or hospitalized. And then he would immediately go up to the hospital to visit,
And was Guy Paul similar in management style to his father, or was he very different?
He was very different. He was more down to earth, everyday kind of person.
Now, I understand you used to be on a cooking show. I saw some newspaper clippings about that, but I also saw a newspaper clipping where you said you weren't a good cook, but yet there you were on TV with your own cooking show. So
the one incident that I really, really chuckle over is not happened with the department itself, but with the police commission, because I was secretary of the police commission too. So each department each police commission hosted called HSLEOA, Hawaii State Law Enforcement Official Association, a conference every year. And the year that we had it here, that one particular year, Monty Richards from Kawa Ranch had sheep, and they grilled sheep at Shipman's Ranch. So we all were down there, and a whole lot of the commissioners from other islands are Orientals, and we don't eat sheep, because it's not something we're used to. So I, on my own, at my own expense, had prepared pupus, because that's what I love to do, and like my cookbooks are all pupu kind of stuff. So I had a whole table with trays of pupus. So most of the guys were over my pupu table because they didn't care for sheep, So they would all say, "Oh, good thing you have this, otherwise we would starve."
Now, what was it like during the 1960 tsunami that hit Hilo?
They said, "Oh, tsunami, so, okay, we could see. Okay, so a bunch of us got into this car and we went down and we went to, what's the road that goes over the bridge and to Suisan, anyway, that area. And then we were, and there
Down by
was
the
a
Leo
state highway,
Pond.
yeah, there was a state highway over there, you know, their department, and had a fence and all that, and all around it. Then when the wave came, you know, oh my goodness, you know, we started to run.
So you were there when the tsunami was coming?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And we saw it coming, you know, ran into the car and then drove off, and people were running into the car, falling down, running.
When you started at age 19, did you ever think that you would be with the department for 35 years?
No.
Did you think, I'll see how it goes for a couple years and then see what happens?
No. I just enjoyed it from the very beginning. So my husband used to say, you know, you screw up all the statistics. You stay in one job so long. No, all I can say is I really enjoyed my job, and I've had a wonderful life, had a wonderful husband. So I've had a good life. I wouldn't change a thing.